instead of beginning our video in the camping, we decided to begin here in the car because the morning was not that glorious as you can imagine. Sleeping in a tent, you wake up a little bit destroyed because it was slightly cold during the night and we woke up more than a few times, so we both looked like a little bit bloated. Today's adventure is we are first going to the little town of Täsch, that is in Switzerland of course, and from Täsch we're gonna do 1.5 hour walk or about an hour walk to Zermatt, because you can't really drive a car to Zermatt. You have two options, walking or taking the train, so we're gonna do the first option. Once we arrive in Zermatt, I think we're gonna stop quickly in a small shopping market over there to buy some sausage for breakfast. Afterwards there should be like a very epic bridge from which you can take very nice photo of Matterhorn, and then in the end we're finally gonna hike from Zermatt to Riffelberg, which is like, I imagine, an overlook point or a small town. I'm really not sure what is Riffelberg, another mountain perhaps. And that's gonna be our main adventure today. Today is also gonna be pretty rainy weather, so the chances of launching the drone in the air will be pretty limited. It appears we have arrived at Täsch, which is basically, from the looks of it, just a small town that transits you from this place to Zermatt, because like I mentioned, tourists or private persons, they can't access Zermatt with a car, and we chose to walk over there. We already stopped at the supermarket, which is also here in Täsch, and we got some very light breakfast, basically like a croissant and a yogurt and some meat, and also some bread to take with us up on a hike. That right there on the top, it could be very well the Matterhorn, but we're not able to say because of the clouds surrounding the top of the mountain, but possibly that's it. I personally do not have my hopes up to see it fully today, because as you see from the clouds above, it could be raining today, and probably it will, but we're not gonna give up, and let's try to summit the Riffelberg. To make a little stop because the hike up there is 1.5 hours instead of 1 hour, so I got this Swiss beer. It tastes just like regular beer from any other country, but anyway, on the way to Zermatt we are just surrounded by these beautiful mountains everywhere. Even if you look over there, every side has something eye-catching that really steals your attention. So I think while I'm drinking this beer, I will try to get the drone up in the air and capture more of this beauty. thing that we saw already from the car here, but we couldn't believe it. And now it's like completely shrouded in the mist, in the clouds. And over there we have like the Zermatt saving guys. So basically we saw these guys already on Netflix. Sabine is a very big fan of them. But basically they go up in the mountains and rescue mountaineers and people who are also skiing and whatever mishaps they can have on the mountain. So it's really nice to see this place because we saw it also on the TV, not only on YouTube. There we have it. This is the very famous Zermatt. But I don't think we're gonna actually fly a drone over here because we already kind of did fly a drone up there. So we did have some chance to see it. And I don't think that there will be much different shots from launching it from here. But we are gonna go there, down there in the city and find a bridge to take a photo of the cloudy Matterhorn.
Maybe you need to blow harder to blow the clouds away.
Okay, you blow.
It helps. Almost, see, you can see the shape.
Like I mentioned, they don't really drive cars over here, but they drive these little things. And that's basically transporting your cargo from one place to another place, just like from the village of Täsch. It's bringing your shit over here, and perhaps also like somewhere above you have some mountain hotels or something like that.
They are all small thingies, but they are driving around. They are electric.
Even this bus?
Yes.
Wow.
It's electric, there is no fuel.
It does get pretty busy over here immediately, but that's not a surprise because like I mentioned, this is one of the most visited places in Switzerland because of the Matterhorn and more attractions around the Zermatt. Is the mighty Matterhorn that we'll probably see just like a little bit. I do have a photocopy on this Toblerone. Does it fit? I think a little bit. Woo! We have arrived at the Riffelberg and we did cheat a little bit because it took about 3.5 hours to hike one way from Zermatt to the Riffelsee, so that would make it 7 hours of hiking plus some resting time. And the fact is that then it would be like completely dark even before we got down. So instead of that we cheated a little bit and we took that funicular up here, and from here it's still 1.5 hour hike. So we are up to the task of hiking today, and I have to say it got a little bit cold when I got out. The weather app has been promising rain for the whole day, but it hasn't rained a single drop. So we thought, well, since we can see those angry clouds up here, that it will be raining and you couldn't see anything over here. But clearly, at least up till now, that hasn't been the case. How did you like the climb up?
Good. Steep but good. Because look of the view.
Yeah, the view you really can't beat.
Even though it's the clouds.
And if you're passing with a train, I guess you really don't see that.
Nope, you just go straight up.
Just go up and you see some trees, some cliffs.
Houses, hotels.
Hotels, yeah, of course, like, 'cause yeah, you have like a lot of these fancy hotels on the way. This one hotel, they even had like this small tram bringing them from the, like, let's say the train station, the funicular station, to their hotel. I mean, that's like ultra lazy, but yeah, if you have the money, why not? And Riffelsee, 55 minutes it says. I don't believe it. Should be like 20 minutes from here. But I guess we will try our luck and see how fast we can go there.
Yeah, I think we need to go there, right?
I suppose, yeah, up there. Up there. Holy shit, am I freezing in this rain that has been promised and it has arrived with no shelter. Oh man, oh man, oh man. But still, we want to carry out the task and see the Riffelsee. So let's go. With some pleasure, I would say that this is the Riffelsee, but it's not. It's just a small decoy before. And up there, that's the Riffelhorn. So I suppose this is why we have like those names, Riffelberg and Riffenalp. And well, the rain is still going on, but luckily a little bit less than before, because with the earlier shot it just came out of nowhere and started blasting you and all wet. But luckily these are all fast drying clothes, and I do still have some rain pants and extra socks in my bag, so we are prepared to march on to the Riffelsee. Oh my god, so guys, we have arrived at the Riffelsee. I'm literally stunned. But I'm stunned by the picture, because this is how it should be looking like in the good weather. And this was like the inspiration for us to come here, because even here in the picture you can see the reflection of the Matterhorn. But if we take a look how it looks like in the rainy weather, well, it doesn't look much different from the decoy lake that was at the Riffelhorn, at the base of the Riffelhorn. But Sabine kind of also, she insisted that we stick to the script.
Yes.
And like, if we plan something, we come see it no matter what.
Yep.
Even though it was raining.
It's a little bit raining.
And cloudy. And we already knew it's gonna be rainy and cloudy, like, because we checked weather for 2 weeks beforehand. And I think we have somehow cursed with this weather on our vacations, because it happened also in Italy, in France, and now here in the Swiss Alps. But whatever, it's still pretty good.
And I found the Zermatt.
Yeah, we got like the Zermatt beer down here, and I also have one beer, if you could be so kind and retrieve it. And here on the logo you also see the Matterhorn. So no Matterhorn for us today, but we still are very pleasant. This is my beer. This is like some Swiss beer. So let me try to read it. Feldschlossen. Just another regular beer. None of that good shit for me. It's only for Sabine. So it's very hard to say what we're gonna do next. It's a little bit angry because it fell. Because right now it is 20 before 6. So very likely we're gonna take the boat to take us down. And then we're also probably gonna take a train to Täsch and not do the hike over there. What do you think?
We shall see. No. Ah,
It's a glacier.
it's a glacier.
I think also even like all of this place used to be a glacier, but it melted at some point. Because if we passed some rocks, you could literally see those kind of levels. I'm not sure what's the geological term for that, but sometimes you can like just see the water level dropping. So, and we also saw that in France, so I'm not surprised that these big valleys used to be big ass glaciers some very long time ago. We are back in the village of Täsch finally, and as you see, the sky is pretty dark. So it is right now 8 p.m. almost, 3 minutes to it. So the sun is setting, and we did a classic move of our traveling where we leave early in the morning and return after the sunrise, the sunset I mean. And we are not done yet because we still are going to cook something, of course something very easy. So see you at the camping. So this is gonna be the last entry of the video. Sabine, would you tell me what's happening here?
We're trying to kind of make dinner before the rain.
Rain?
They promised rain today.
At 3 o'clock?
No. Around 12 o'clock.
Alright, so we are expecting some heavy rain coming down pretty soon, because right now it's 10:30. Like I said, we still wanted to eat, so we have some foods here. We have some green jalapenos, some olives, the good pickles, the Polish pickles, a little bit of whiskey, some tea over there, some sausages that are gonna go together with the popular soba noodles, which Sabine is gonna combine with some fish, mackerel, or
Yes.
I assume. We're also preparing some thermos for tea tomorrow as well. And of course, one of the most important things for the nutrition, we're boiling some eggs right here on this gas stove that you really can't see. But trust me, there is a gas stove. So all in all, I think it was a good day, good adventuring. Did see something, hiked a lot, or enough, and just gonna eat, let our devices charge, all our electronics that we brought here to the electricity wall, and that's it. Hopefully we will survive the night. Tomorrow doesn't seem so promising because of the heavy rain. A thunderstorm is on its way. We did see some thunderstorm already today on the way back from Zermatt. So we will see what tomorrow brings. See you in the next one.